Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer reading from May 16th through the 31st for my wonderful Tauruses. Hello Tauruses. And happy birthday until the 21st. Okay, so anyway, because it's the longer reading, I use 3 decks of cards. I'm using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. That gives us the overlying message. Then I go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. That kind of fills in any type of gaps. And then I ask for final advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Remember, I pray, meditate, and infuse Reiki energy over all the cards. But this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click on the little bell. Okay, now, so what do we have going on? So we have the full moon, the 18th. It's a moon that the full moon will be in Scorpio. Scorpio is the detective. This one, Scorpio will not rest until everything is revealed. So this is going to be very hard on relationships. It's going to be an emotional time. Scorpio is also a water sign, so remember that that emotional fluidity. The full moon affects the Earth is like 70-80% water. We are 70, 80, or 90% water. So there is something that affects us with this. It's pulling at our tides. And this will be in our Earth sign, your sign. So you're about security. You're about money. You're about family. You want the things that you can touch and hold. And this is more about emotional stuff. So there's going to be there could be a lot of emotional upheaval. Okay, just be aware of it. It could be a time where just like if you have any relationships that they go through the microscope. Just be very aware of that, my Tauruses, because you do look at things very carefully. And then on top of that, the 21st we go into Gemini. So now remember, moon energy has 3 days before, 3 days after, where it's still pretty effective. And also too with the moon, this is where I say release, relinquish, and request. Release what doesn't help you, or release what's holding you back, relinquish what doesn't serve you, and request whatever the heck you need. Okay, but we go then into Gemini, which is all about air and all about intellect. Okay, and about thinking things and analyzing things. So here we go through this time where we're feeling fairly decent. We become a little bit emotional, and then we're like, I wonder why that all happened. Well, it's because of the full moon in Scorpio. But Scorpio does. If there's any secrets out there, whoa, just be careful about that. And I don't mean that it's your secrets so much as it's the people that hold secrets against you, not against you, but from you. Okay? So one card came out. The other two I have, pulled. So let's see what our Angel Tarot cards have to say for the end of May. First card is face up, but it is also reversed. It is the 8 of Earth. This is definitely your sign, okay? And its skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. That, that comes up for you a lot, but now I really feel that this is the time. I'm feeling that. Okay, so there are some planets that are retrograde right now. We can all look those up. I think Jupiter, I think Scorpio. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But I think that now that we have gone through a lot of what we've gone through, I think that if you have found that you have been held back, I think that things are going to start pushing forward. Okay, I think that things that have I'm feeling like harnesses, not on horses, but maybe, how harnesses, like the children are running around and you're like, oh, look, they're on a harness. It's like the harnesses are being released or being taken off, okay? I feel that for many it's going to start going forward, okay? Now, in order to go forward too, and I've said this before, in order to go forward, many times new beginnings means an end to something. So just be aware. This card is also reversed, and to me, reversed cards mean that it's a special it means more powerful message. So here we have the Two of Fire. And, fire is, of course, our Leo, Sagittarius, and our Aries energy. And it's very consuming, very burning. It's almost like, it's like, I told you about the harnesses. I'm feeling like, okay, now that the harness has been released, it's like the universe is lighting a fire under your butt. Okay? Sorry, but that's what it's like, okay, now that you've been held back and you haven't been able to go forward, we're going to light a fire under it, make you go really fast. Okay? Make you go forward. Now, that's going to, it's probably going to be very positive. I do feel that. Because it says you've come into your own new partnerships or contract, continue to move forward. So again, it's like those harnesses are off, and now we're going to light a match under your butts and make things go forward fast. Okay, this last card is face down. Let's see. Unity. Okay, 5 right there. 5 to me is about change. This is Archangel energy, Archangel Sandalphon. I looked him up to see a little bit more about him. I need to get a more, what I got about him, what I had about him, what I read was that he was very linked with Metatron, and yet he was extremely, extremely tall and very, very powerful. But I really didn't get anything more about him except that this is a very imposing presence, okay? So he is a very strong, well, I think all the archangels are strong, but it was like he was this extremely present presence, okay? And I think you need to know that because it's like he is there for you. So traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out members and like-minded friends. Well, I think that's more the case, but I think that what this is about, what I'm picking up more with this is that things that maybe because of that harness being released from you, it's like things that you thought had to be that way, it's like they're not going to be that way anymore. And you're like, really? And you've got this extremely imposing archangel that's kind of got that, he might not have the fire, but he's got his hand and he's like moving you forward because things are about to change for you, my Tauruses. Things are going to change, and I am just wanting and hoping that these are very positive changes because, you've come into your own. Okay, so let's go and see for clarification. So things are about to change, and I do feel that there's going to be positive. Now, John Holland, psychic, tarot, and oracle cards. I get mixed up on him. But can you give us a little bit more clarification for our Tauruses? Okay, so we've got, 2 cards popped out. We'll put these over here like this. And then I'm going to pull for the third and see what we've got here. Okay, so this is very, very interesting too. The two that popped up are your chakra cards, which are like your spiritual energy cards. And the one that popped up first was your heart. Okay? So with this, this is healing has to be done. A change of heart comes to mind to me. A giving of your heart comes to me. But again, this comes down to healing again. Healing your heart. Loving yourself, loving others, loving the changes that are coming to you, forgiving that harness piece, whatever kept you from going forward. It's this a whole heart thing, this whole, your heart is being blessed. I'm just feeling all these little words popping up about this, but the change of heart is coming very strong to me. Okay, so you need to start, I don't know if it's so much, with Gemini, coming into Gemini, that is more here too, but it's like you need to start looking at things in a different manner, okay? Remember, mind, heart, spirit, intuition, it's like you have to make sure that all of these are, clean. Clean is coming to me also. Purified. That's something with that full moon. It's like you've got to purify your heart because the next card, and this one is reversed, here is the your third eye chakra, okay? And that is about, that is about your intuition. That's about your connection with the spirit guide, guardian angels, divine higher power. So, that's why I'm like, with this and with this, and, it's like, and I've talked about this, your mind, heart, and your spirit, mind, heart, intuition, connection. It's like all of these things. These two things I'm really feeling is with, do you have to just do this at the full moon? No, you can do this, but it's like this purifying. I feel like you need to, really, connect, okay? And that's, in order for you to move forward, because a lot of this is, it's a lot, there are things that we can do and we can control, and we can also say, nope, brakes, nope, I'm putting the brakes on, I'm not going down that road, okay? But there's a lot of things that are supernaturally driven, and I'm feeling that it's like this, this, whatever this is, it's again, that harness or even a veil is being lifted, okay? So last card, this is face down. Let's see what this one is. Material and spiritual prosperity. So here we were talking about that. The spiritual prosperity, the connecting, because I really feel that that now for my Tauruses, there, change is a-coming. Change is a-coming, and it's going to be positive change, but it all comes with your own change too. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like that thing is, so say that, say that you find $10, and nobody's around. It's not for anybody, it was just you found it, and, sorry for the person that lost it, but they're not around. You would have tried to give it back. And, and you say, well, thank you. That's a blessing because, I needed $10. But, so instead of saying, boy, I wish it would have been a 20, okay? No, we have to have that, have that thing where we're like, wow, $10. Yay. I'm sorry for the person and, hope that they get $10 back somewhere. Okay. Osha Zen Tarot cards for any final words of advice. So any advice for our Tauruses? There's some good stuff coming. Yeah, I do feel that this this full moon is going to be for a lot of people, some real big cleansing stuff. I saw a couple of articles about the full moon that I'm going to post on my Facebook page, but I haven't done that yet. Maybe by the time this is posted, I will have done that. Okay, so, and I don't mind, I don't mind sharing other people's work because we're all in this together, right? Okay, so here we go. First card. Okay, suppression. So with this, this landed on that heart. This is what I'm talking about. This is the things that you have been not wanting to face per se. Maybe, you've not been wanting to face because you, my wonderful Tauruses, and you know how much I love you Tauruses, you have this, this ability to know and to see, and you have that. And this thing again with this full moon is again this thing that you're gonna have to pull it out and let it go, because Scorpio moon is that type of energy. Okay, so things that you've been trying to maybe say, no, it's over here. It's got to be looked at. But then too, whenever you look at something like that, yeah, I've got faults. Yeah, I do. And we don't want to tell people, but I do. And the thing is, when you do it, when you look at them, it does help to free you. Okay, so whatever that is, it does help to free you. Okay, so let's go on to the next card. So here we go again with the reversed, the Creator. Okay, now there's a couple of cards in here that are very similar to this. And this is again saying again what we've talked about, connecting, okay? Connecting with that outside source of you, okay? Connecting. So that again is your advice, and that one is on your third eye chakra. Okay, last card. And here we go. Maturity. And with this, is it that you have to become more mature in your outlook? Oh, I think everybody needs to have some fun. But I think that you are maturing in your path. We all have to keep that child in us, okay? We all have to have that childlike wonder in us. But it's like your path it's getting to a better place. It's getting to a better place. That's what I'm picking up. Now, I do share, one of the things when I share the cards with you, and most of my Tauruses know this, if you're picking something else up, please go for that. Take that, because, that's why we do this. But otherwise, I think that this is going to be good stuff happening. It's going to be a lot of self-introspection. And, that full moon is going to be the thing. But once you get past that, or once you've done whatever that is you need to do with it, like I said, I feel the harness coming up and the fire being lit. Okay? Okay. So my Tauruses, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.